Welcome students. Today we are going to next topic, methods of measuring price elasticity of demand. So there are three types of measuring price elasticity of demand. We see first type, ratio or percentage method. Ratio method is developed by Professor Marshall. According to this method, elasticity of demand is measured by dividing the percentage change in demand by the percentage change in price. Percentage method is also known as arithmetic method. Price elasticity is measured as ED is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. That means ED is equal to percentage delta Q upon percentage P. You know that students, mathematically the above formula can be present as under ED is equal to delta Q upon Q divide delta P upon P. That means ED is equal to delta Q upon Q into P upon delta P. And you know that what is meant by delta Q, delta P, P and delta P. That means delta Q is equal to change in quantity demanded Q1 minus Q. New demand minus original demand. Delta P is equal to change in price. That means P1 minus P. That means new price minus original price. And you know that P means original price and Q means original demand. See students, in numerical explain, there are three columns. First column is the price, second column is the quantity demanded, and you know that the formula is ratio methods, price elasticity of demand. See, price is 20 and quantity demand is 10, and second is price increase 25 rupees and quantity demanded decrease. That means there is a difference between price and quantity demanded. So original price P is equal to 20 and new price equal to 25, and so delta P means 5. That means there are difference between new and original price, and original quantity demanded Q is 10 and new is 9. That means there are difference between new and original quantity demanded. Delta Q is 1. So this value write in formula, and formula is ED is equal to delta Q upon Q into P upon delta P. ED is equal to 1 upon 10 into 20 upon 5. That means answer is 0.4, and you know that 0 point is a less than 1. So it is a elasticity is relatively inelastic. This is a ratio or percentage or arithmetic method, and this method helpful to government in forming international trade policies. It is also used to government in subsidies or nationalizing public utilities. Okay students, second method of measuring price elasticity of demand, total expenditure method. This method was developed by Professor Marshall. In this method, total amount of expenditure before and after the price change in compared. Here the total expenditure refers to the product of price and quantity demanded. That means total expenditure is equal to price into quantity demanded. So students, this method is also called as total revenue method. In this method, the elasticity of demand is measured by comparing the change in total expenditure on a commodity in response to a change in the price of a commodity. This method can be explained with the help of following schedule. See, in this schedule, there are three examples. So, we see first examples A. Original price is rupees 10 per unit and quantity demanded is unit 6. Therefore, total expenditure incurred is rupees 60. When price rises to 20, quantity demanded falls to 5 units. The total expenditure incurred is 100 rupees. In this case, total outlay is greater than original expenditure. Hence, in this Examples: elasticity of demand is greater than 1. So ED greater than 1, that is a relatively elastic demand. Then second example B, original price is rupees 30 per unit and quantity demanded is 4 units. Therefore, total expenditure is rupees 120. When price rises to rupees 40, quantity demanded falls to 3 units. Total expenditure incurred is 120 rupees. In this case, total outlay is same, that means equal to original expenditure. Hence, in these examples, elasticity of demand is equal to 1. That means it is equal to 1. That is a unitary elastic demand. Then third example, C. Original price is rupees 50 units and quantity demanded is 2 units. Therefore, total expenditure is rupees 100. When price rise rupees 60, quantity demanded falls to 1 unit and total expenditure incurred is 60 rupees. In this case, total outlay is less than original expenditure. Hence, elasticity of demand is less than 1 and its value is ED less than 1. That is a relatively inelastic demand. Then third method is point or geometric method. Professor Marshall has developed another method to measure elasticity of demand, which is known as point method or geometric method. The ratio method and total outlay method are enabled to measure elasticity of demand at a given point on the demand curve. At any point on demand curve, elasticity of demand is measured with the help of following formula. Point elasticity of demand is equal to lower segment of demand curve below a given point upon upper segment of demand curve above a given point. Demand curve may be either linear or non-linear. So students, we see linear demand curve. When the demand curve is linear, that means a straight line, we extend the demand curve to meet the x-axis at point at A and x-axis at B. Price elasticity of demand at x-axis is 0 and y-axis is infinite. Elasticity of demand will be different at each point. See, in this figure, let us assume that AB is demand curve and its length is 8 cm. Point elasticity at various points on a linear demand curve can be measured as follow. So we see first point. At point P, the point elasticity is measured as P is equal to PB upon PA is equal to 4 upon 4 is equal to 1, and you know that students, what is the values of 1? That means unitary elastic demand. Then second point is at point P1, the point elasticity is measured as P1 is equal to P1B upon P1A is equal to 2 upon 6, and its value is 0.33, and 0.33 is less than 1, and its name is a relatively inelastic demand. So P1 is relatively inelastic demand. Then third point, point P2, the point elasticity is measured as P2 is equal to P2B upon P2A is equal to 6 upon 2 is equal to 3, and 3 is greater than 1, its value is 1, so it is a relatively elastic. At point A, the point elasticity is infinite because upper segment is 0 and it is known as perfectly elastic demand. At point B, the point elasticity is 0 because lower segment is 0 and it is a perfectly inelastic demand. Okay students, non-linear demand curve. When demand curve is non-linear, that means convex to origin. To measure price elasticity demand, we have to draw a tangent AB touching the given point on the demand curve and extending it to meet y-axis at point A and x-axis at point B, and the formula is same. That means ED is equal to lower segment of the tangent below a given point upon upper segment of the tangent above given point. That means L upon U. See in figure, if EB is equal to EA, it is a unitary elastic demand. EB less than ED, it is a relatively inelastic demand. EB greater than EA, it is a relatively elastic demand. Thank you, students.